Hi and welcome back, strangers. This is my new video, and after a brief pause, as you may have seen, I have a drawing challenge for you. But first of all, let's start with a little unboxing, and with that I want to apologize a little bit because just I don't know, excuses, yeah, I know, but I had really lots of things in my life, and honestly it kind of wasn't my priority to make videos. Yeah, I know, I'm kind of sad about it too, but we are back. And you can clearly see what I'm most interested in. Besides the perfect bubble wrap, we have some kind of new black ink. I haven't tried it yet, but I'm really excited for it. The video that inspired me to buy it was the loneliness, which I did with some old ink I had in the house, but I decided it's time for a new change, so I hope it will be nice. The other thing I have are these Micron black ink pens. I just love them. I have nothing bad to say about them. I just know that when you start using them, the prices will add up really quickly, but I love them. And the star of this video, these beautiful pencils, but more to them later. And for finish, just these Canson watercolor paper blocks. I love them. They are so nice for just little things or even finished pieces, and I ran out of them quite some time ago. So for the pencils, here you can see I bought 3 types of different hardnesses. I think you call it hardness in English also. It's 4B, 6B and 2B, and I have never bought myself any kind of fancy pencils, but honestly it was just a pleasant experience working with them, and I found out that for drawing / sketching the 6B really works best, at least in my opinion, and also in the opinion of someone on the internet, which article I read when deciding what hardness to get. Okay, so after some quick, I don't know, swatches, can you call them swatches when it's just with pencils? I think you can. Well, after testing the pencils, because mostly it just looks cooler, I got to work. So let's talk about the challenge. As I mentioned many times in my videos, drawing, especially realism, isn't my biggest strength. But also I'm usually too lazy to practice, and well, we all know that even if we don't want to admit it, that the talent is nice, but practice makes perfect. So I decided to push myself a little, and I always love the usually drawing 100 of something challenges on YouTube, so why wouldn't I do it? Why couldn't I? And you can see that the beginnings weren't easy. It was really hard. And yeah, I usually drew from references. As the time went by, I started to get a better grip on at least the basics, so I usually did at least some of the things from my head, but still I used the references all the way through the challenge, and I recommend you do the same because I know that many people say that it can be cheating. I don't think it is. I think it's a useful tool, and obviously when you are trying to improve at drawing something realistic, you need a realistic reference, because how else would you get better at it? So I think it's nice to use references, but I'm also guilty of not using them because I'm too lazy to find them. Yeah, and laziness is kind of a big topic throughout this challenge. And why did I even pick skulls for this challenge? Okay, so I think it's kind of a nice topic in between. I don't think it's too hard, but because I haven't really focused on drawing skulls in my life, it was still a challenge for me because I really wanted to do it right. So that's why I chose it. Honestly, I have to say that my first pick was faces. Drawing faces, I've seen many people do that challenge. But then I thought about it a little more, and honestly it would be really painful for me. But skull is kind of a base for a face, so obviously it's a kind of a beginner step, let's say it like that. But yeah, I think skulls are really nice. And I found out throughout the challenge that it's not just a one boring thing, but you can tweak it a little bit and make every skull unique, if you want or if you don't. I think I made more of them accidentally unique than I wished I would. But as I said, I try to stick to the references, but especially in the beginning, I just didn't really know what I was doing. It's nicer when you grasp finally how the jaw works, that you have obviously an upper and lower jaw. The lower jaw isn't connected. The cheekbones, oh my god, the cheekbones. This was like the biggest battle for me, I think. But as I said, some of the skulls I drawn are kind of funny. And these 6 little skulls I picked from the reference are a great example of why some of them are really funny, because just look at them. Let me pause it for a bit. Okay, the 6, what have I done to it? The 7, the jaw, girl, the jaw. And like the nose, what was that? But my personal favorite, 11, oh my god, that's just me on Monday mornings. It's so sad, funny. Oh, okay, stop. Let's get back. But this is why I love it. I love to watch back. But then it's so nice. I never really believed people when they say that, like, when they look back, they see the progress. But honestly, I can say that at the end of the challenge, when I flipped through the book, I saw how far I've come. And just like these little scars are a great example of it, because I was so proud of them at the moment, and I think it's great. Like, I loved at least 3 or 5 of them. I've seen obviously that they aren't perfect, but for a quick little study of the different angles, I was really happy about it. But now it's, as I said, it's funny. Let's put it this way. And in the next day, I started pretty strong. This is the one I really liked and I was really proud of, and I still think it's a nice skull which I drawn. The biggest thing is also that I used, I think, the 4B, which was pretty sharp. I have to admit that I bought a pencil sharpener and a rubber, like, I don't know, 2 weeks into this challenge. So shame on me, yeah, I know. And why did the challenge took me so long? Well, this is also a thing, because from the title you can see that I've drawn like 70 skulls in 7 days, which would mean 10 skulls per day. It's a nice thought and it worked, kinda, but it wasn't in the time spread that I wished for. First of all, I obviously wanted for it to be only 1 week challenge, but then it kind of took me 2 weeks, then 3 weeks, almost 4. Oh Jesus! And now, like, the editing. Oh my god, I have so much footage. But let's push through it. But still, it was a 7-day challenge. Only that the days weren't in 1 week, but in the span of 3 weeks. Okay, so don't be mad. But things happen. Life's hard. I'm lazy, as I said. Oh, yeah, it's so bad. I also don't think it's necessary to show a whole process of every skull, because, like, here we go, boom, we have another one. The process is kind of same for all of them. I just, as I said, used the references, did a quick sketch. I found out that it's kind of funny, this kind of smiley face, would you call it? Yeah, this smiley face grid. I found it in many references and many tutorials on how to draw a skull, like step by step, and it helped me. I don't use it as much. I use much more simpler shapes now. I didn't really like the position of the mouth because it was kind of indicating me in the wrong direction, and then I found out that when I picture the jaws separately, it works better for me, for at least my perception of how the anatomy works. So that's what I found, but I think the smiley grid is a nice thing, for at least for the beginners. I used it also and it looks a little bit funny, let's be honest. Well, skull 19 and 20, a big step. With that I finished, I think, day 2 or 3. Yeah, I think it was the day 3. And I was so proud of myself, like you can see the spreads getting felt. It was so nice. And then you can see that I drew in public spaces. I usually brought a sketchbook with me, but I don't have the confidence to film in public yet. I also drew in my bed. I know that's bad for your back and for the hand stability, but this one special page was just like a fun page for me, so it didn't really matter that much. And then we go and switch like 2 weeks after 2 weeks, and here is a last page. So I decided I wanted to show you the last big skull I did, which I'm most proud of. Okay, maybe not most, but I like it because I can really see the progress and how far I've come. So that's what I wanted to show you. Last skull of the day. It was obviously 69, because how else? 70th was a little bit boring, but yes, we did it! We did it! I did it! You watched, hopefully you watched until now. And yeah, definitely the teeth. The teeth was a big improvement, biggest I think, because in the beginning you can see how it just looked like a broom. I'm sorry, if you picture a big stick and just the teeth, it looks like something you would mop your floor with. Because I didn't really grasp the thing that not only the teeth are not all the same, but they also go back. So yeah, it looks differently even when it's from the front view, especially from the front, but also from other angles. And yes, with that, I think we are done. I will do a quick flip through the end, and I hope you enjoyed this video. I will see you hopefully really soon. Give a like and subscribe. It means so much to me, and I'm so glad to finally be in touch with you again. And as I said, see you soon. Bye!